Hey everybody, this is Vril with a new Let's Play series of the Steam Early Access game, The Long Dark. I originally played the game about a year ago when it first came to Steam Early Access, and there's been a ton of improvements since then, so I've been excited to try them out. For those that don't know, the game is an open-world survival simulation and takes place in the Canadian wilderness after some sort of global cataclysm. The objective of the game is to survive as long as possible by scavenging resources found in the world. What makes The Long Dark special to me is that it's built as a single-player game only, which has allowed the developers to create an immersive world with great atmosphere, and it's a pure survival game. No zombies or dinosaurs are going to be found here, though you'll quickly find that the wolves in the game are even scarier than the zombies could be. Once the game is released in full, there's apparently going to be a story mode, but for now, we'll focus on the Sandbox mode. There are 3 difficulties available. The easiest is Pilgrim, for players looking for a more exploratory experience. And then there is Voyager, which is a middle ground between exploration and survival. And then there is Stalker, for players looking for a more hardcore survival experience. For this playthrough, we'll be playing on the Voyager mode. There are a few different starting locations between the Mystery Lake, the Coastal Highway, the Pleasant Valley, and the Desolation Point. The areas are all interconnected, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do a random start to make things a little bit more interesting in this playthrough. You can pick between a male and female character, and there's no difference other than the voice acting. And a little piece of trivia, the voice actors for both the male and female are the same voice actors that do Commander Shepard in the Mass Effect trilogy. So let's go ahead and start exploring. Alright, so getting started, let's first have a look at our temperature out here. It looks like it's okay, only -5 centigrade. So this is our body temperature, this is our fatigue, this is our hunger, and this is our thirst. Keep an eye on those. Now, I don't think I know this area, at least not from the first initial glances at it. So we're going to need to find a shelter. That's our key thing to do at this point, because we're going to need, in 3 hours, only 3 hours of daylight left. And we're going to need to not freeze to death out here, so priority is getting shelter, then we will figure out what exactly we need to do after that. We're going to need some food, we're going to need some water, we're going to need to build a fire probably. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. Have no idea where I am. That's what our purpose of doing a completely random start here, so I do know the Mystery Lake area and the Coastal Highway. I wonder if I can even get through here. No, I cannot. So I feel like I'm very high up in the altitude, and it might be a better idea to head to a lower area. Not really thinking that there's very much up here, so let's just follow the path down here. You can pick up some sticks here. Really come in useful building a fire. Probably won't spend too much time though. Spend 10 minutes breaking this branch down into a stick. But yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about this. Do this as the last one, because we've only got 3 hours of daylight left, and that's not much time at all. Could do, yeah, we're not going to do that. And it is quite cold out here too, so we're getting a little bit chilled. Once we get down to the bottom of the cold bar, thermal bar I guess you'd say, I mean, you're not immediately going to freeze to death, but in a short while you'll take hypothermia, and after that, I think unless you warm up, you're going to start taking some health hits, so I do think that this, I'm not 100% sure, but this could possibly be in the Mystery Lake area, but I'm not 100% sure. always like these little jingles they have, very eerie sounds that they have. Really like that. Just the atmosphere in this game is kind of what gets it for me. So here's the clear cut. I don't think I've been here before. Now that I'm exploring this a little bit more, this almost looks like a ski hill over there, but I don't think it is. Let's see what this sign says. I do hear some crows around. When the crows are around, there will be crow feathers possibly around, and that usually means that there's a dead animal or possibly even a dead human corpse. So we'll find out. Yeah, it is really, really cold. So we're gonna need to find a shelter as soon as we can. Let's see what this sign doesn't really say anything. Yeah, I'm not saying it's pointing to something. Maybe there's a house up here. And we'll check out. There would be crow feathers up here too. We can collect those. And we can actually, at some point, use those to craft arrows. Obviously, we need to craft a bow as well. At some point, hopefully we'll do that. Unless, of course, we die really quickly, and then we will not do that. So...
cold is making my head feel thick.
So, this area does feel similar to me still, but we'll find out. If there is a building up here, I think, yeah, I think there's going to be a building up here. Is there, kind of looks like something over here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Let's see if we can actually run up the hill here. Yep, I'm getting numb. So yeah, when you do run, even though you'd think that might make you a little bit warmer, it doesn't. There's nothing there. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up here. I guess you start to think you've seen it before because it's all white.
Freezing.
So yeah, I am freezing. Now we need to get into a shelter as soon as possible. Hopefully there's something up here. Kind of feels like there's something up here. It's the forestry lookout. So yeah, there is something up here. Let's get inside as quick as we can so that we don't get hypothermia. And actually there is a dead guy right here. So let's loot him, see if he has anything, and hopefully not end up joining him. And we unfortunately didn't get anything, so yeah. So yeah, this is the forestry lookout. Unfortunately, it took us a really long time to get up here, and it doesn't really look like there's all that much around here, but at least it's possibly warm inside. I do think that we need to build a fire though. So we've got a can opener, which will come in useful. Actually, let's have a look at our inventory here. So we've got antibiotics, we've got a bandage, we've got painkillers, our clothing. We'll need to do some repairs on some of these clothes, particularly these socks, unless we find something better. We have absolutely no food. That's not good. And some wood matches. Some sticks, that's what we picked up earlier, and some firewood. Oops, and I just threw that on the floor. I guess that it's okay to throw on the floor, but I'll pick it back up. So there's some beef jerky and some news. We can use the newsprint as for the fire to help us build that fire. Some tools, that's good. And actually, here's some rifle ammunition. And some scrap metal. We can use the scrap metal. I think we can use that to build some hooks for fishing. And first aid kit. Antibiotics. And that is it. At least there's a bed up here. And there is a fire, a wood stove. Ah, a hatchet. Almost missed that. That's very useful. Is there a... I thought there was a cloth here, but apparently we can't pick that part up. Now we could chop up like this bench to get some wood. It would give us 2 reclaimed wood, and it would make me use up 81 calories. So I'll go ahead and do that. Because I didn't get a hypothermia, but I am a little cold here, so I'm thinking that I should probably build a fire. I'd rather not build a fire, but it would be better to build a fire than... I'm just thinking, like, it's kind of a waste of resources to build a fire, but it's either that or we're going to get hypothermia. Let's break down... Let's see, how much time do we have? An hour of daylight left. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark before we build this fire. And of course, when we build the fire, it might be slightly difficult to build the fire, being that this is a new character and it's going to be our first time, so 70% chance of success. I think I'm going to have to use the cedar, although let's try our hand. We do have accelerant, I'm not going to waste that. Let's use the reclaimed wood. I think the stick actually... Let's use that stick, and then we'll add some reclaimed wood to it. See how this goes. Getting a little dark here. So let's hope for success. Now, when you do build these fires, you do have a skill in building fires. So there's some other skills out there. I can't remember all of them, but I know there's a skill in building a fire. So it actually will become easier over time to build these fires. I think it starts at 50% skill. Yeah, so our fire starting skill just increased to 1, and we need to put on some reclaimed wood here. That stick, I think, only lasted for like 5 minutes. So we're warming up. You're hungry. We've got a dry mouth. We didn't pick up very much food, did we? This jerky's pretty good for us, though, and a candy bar. So now that we have this fire, I'm gonna try to melt some snow, and then with the snow, we're going to... You get the water, but it is contaminated water, basically. There's a word for it. Can't think of the word, but it's basically, it's not good for you. You risk getting some diseases, some sickness when you drink the not purified water. So I'm going to go ahead and boil this down. I'm thinking, let's go ahead and add a little bit more wood if we have some wood. I'm just going to go ahead and use all we can. I didn't realize those sticks are actually pretty good for building the fire, so keep that in mind. So let's do a little bit more melting of ice, and we'll get some more water. And let's see here, we've got some boiling. Let's melt a little bit more snow, at least another liter. Now it is getting a little dark here, so apologize for that. I think we'll just go ahead, once we're done with this, we're going to then sleep. Let me just do a little bit more. And then we're going to boil this down. Should be pretty warm at this point. And we'll boil it. Should take us down. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of time left over. Melt a liter. I don't know if we'll have time to boil it, though, if we only get this liter. Yeah, it's going to take us down almost all the way to the bottom. Yeah, okay, we'll try it, though. We've got a little bit of time. It's not going to happen. And I don't think if you don't finish it off... Oh, actually, it looks like we did. Good. All right. And we are completely warm. It's nice and warm in here. It looks like we've got this like air temperature. It should stay around a little bit, so that's useful. And we are pretty thirsty, so let's go ahead and drink this water. Now, this water does weigh quite a bit at 5.5 kilos. So we're good now. I'm thinking we go ahead and sleep the rest of the night and then start exploring, assuming it's warm outside in the morning. So we'll go 8 hours. That'll take 700 calories, just about, a little bit more. Got some warmth bonus, so that's good. Okay, so we'll see if the sun is up at this point, and it is. It looks like we've got some flurries outside. So we did get that hatchet, so that is pretty good. But I'm thinking that there isn't
so
much
hungry in my life.
around up here. I'm gonna wait till... Let me just check out... He was saying he was hungry. Yeah, we are, and I am thirsty. I'll go ahead and drink some water. That always helps, because we don't want to be carrying around all this water with us. But let's see if we can find a little bit better shelter. I guess I'll close the door. It's a little cold outside, though. So, I mean, obviously it is the morning. Let's see if we can get to someplace better. So let's see, we can't come from there. We already looted that guy down. Yeah, we'll run down the mountain. Forestry lookout, where we came from. Whoa. I do think that you can injure your ankle if you jump off of the mountains. I don't think I have actually injured my ankle, other than I think I was fighting a wolf before and injured my ankle, but not just running around. But I've heard that you can, so. Alright, so it's a little dark still, and like I said, a little cold. We are hungry, and I saw 3 down arrows on the warmth there, so probably need to expedite this, finding our next shelter. I'm hoping we can find like a couple houses that have some food in them, possibly. I mean, we started down here, we came up this hill. I'm thinking, which direction should we take? Let me check the warmth here. It is warmed up a little bit coming down here. I think up at the top of that hill was a little bit colder. So I'm thinking to walk down this way. It seems like basically like a road or something. Or was a road. Kind of a logging road of some sort. Yeah, and this game just has a nice ambiance that it's like a pure survival game. The way we like it. At least the way I like it. Just trying to see if I spot. It's a little bit difficult to see. We got some little whiteout conditions here with the snow. It's not helping our situation. It's getting a little bit colder too.
Damn it. So hungry.
Yeah, so I'm getting a little bit hungry. I think I should probably go ahead and eat something quick. Start with the jerky since it only has 57%. Try to use up the things that degrade sooner than later. As like I said, once they get down to 0%, you can't use them anymore. Now I do think that the rates are slightly slower. Back when I played this over almost a year ago now, the items seem to degrade very, very quickly. Although I do think that they degrade, like if you are carrying too much in your pack, like over the 30 kilos, I think your equipment's going to degrade a little bit quicker, so keep that in mind. Okay, there's a shelter right over here, so this is good. Very good. Yeah, so the logging camp, good. This should help. Check out what is inside. It's nice and light in here too, so we've got a book that's very useful.
That'll come
Some
in handy.
gloves. Those might be better than the gloves we have. I didn't pay attention too much. No, these gloves we have are actually pretty good. What was bad? We've got... Our cotton socks are not very good. We can probably repair those at some point. These boots, I think the boots would take... We need some cured leather in order to do that, so we can find another pair of boots. If we can't do that, we're going to be in trouble. Here's some cedar, some bed, some cotton socks, hey. So that's good. We'll check how those are in a bit. We've got some Summit soda, we've got old bedroll. And some more basic gloves, that's good, and an accelerant, that's also very good. Plastic container here, some Stacy's grape soda. Love the grape soda. And a granola bar, that is useful as well. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Does not look like. But yeah, looks like we're out of time for this episode, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.